Always good to see you. Happy Friday. Woohoo! 4th day of March 2022. I'm Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Thanks for starting your day with us. And we hope you spend a little bit of your weekend with us as well. Don't forget we're portable. We stream on our website all the time. So if you're out and about and you want to check out what we're doing over the weekend, you can do so. We invite you to do so, as a matter of fact. Beautiful morning, 37 degrees, just a couple of clouds hanging around. We're in for a beautiful stretch of weather. Go out and get your vitamin D, all right? You're going to like it. Good looking forecast coming your way. If you like it sunny, I think most people do. Forecast details are coming up. Next 4 or 5 days is going to be really nice. And then we're going to start cooling down quite a bit by the middle of next week. Those details are coming up. Mountain passes aren't too bad. If you're heading over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, you shouldn't have any issues there. News, yes. Sports. A lot of local teams, high school teams, girls especially, have some shots at some hardware over the weekend. We'll take you to Spokane and Yakima in the state tournaments. We get to that here in sports. Also a little hockey talk too. Everything else that we normally do. And speaking of hockey, tomorrow night, Saturday night, Pink the Rink is back at the Town Toyota Center. The Wenatchee Wild hosting Cranbrook and Pink at the Rink, the annual fundraiser to raise awareness for cancer. It's a tradition since the Wild have been here. And we're going to talk about Pink in the Rink in the back half of the hour. Our friend David Rayfield, the marketing guy for the Wenatchee Wild, sat down and joined me, as did Jill Larue. Jill Larue is a board member of EASE. EASE is an acronym. Going to tease you on that. They do good work for cancer survivors. Jill and David in the back half of the program. 2 minutes after the hour, I think we're going to have some pretty spectacular views this morning. Let's see what our PTZ cameras have in store. That is the cross camera, I believe, Uriah. There you go, looking right down the Columbia River towards Rock Island and the sunrise. You're going to like this. You ready for this? We have gained 24 minutes of daylight in a week. Since last Friday to today, we've gotten almost a half an hour more of daylight. Sunrise this morning was at 6:35. Sunset tonight, 5:51. 11 hours and 16 minutes of daylight. Beautiful day yesterday. We blew past our projected high. We got to 55 on Thursday. Not that warm today because we're off to a cooler start. We don't have the blanket of clouds that kept our overnight lows fairly mild. Good morning, Columbia River, Rock Island, and all places east. Camera 2. Ooh, another beautiful view. Is that jump off zoomed in? What is that? Okay, that's a very unique view. Look at the sun just starting to kiss Birch Mountain off into the distance and the Sunny Slope area. That's a unique view of the Wenatchee Valley. You can see the cross camera in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, just barely peeking out. Camera 3. Lake Wenatchee checks in. Gorgeous. Looks like just a little bit of residual ice up in the Lake Wenatchee area, and that's really about it. They, of course, still have quite a bit of snow. It's always cooler up there. They always get more snow. If you want to get in some cross-country skiing, it looks like Hitler Glen is looking pretty good right now, and Dirty Face jumps out at you. On the right, good morning to one of my favorite places in the area, Lake Wenatchee. And finally, camera 4. Hello, Leavenworth, from the Tumwater Canyon camera. Not in the canyon, that would be silly, you wouldn't be able to see anything, but we say good morning to the Bavarian Village. And again, they still have quite a bit of snow. They are apt to have more snow and a longer runoff, longer time to get rid of the snow in the Leavenworth area, looking way back towards the Wenatchee Valley, far off into the distance. Good morning to Leavenworth. Good stuff this morning. Now, as I mentioned before, we're in for a beautiful stretch of weather. Oh, it's a bonus camera. Uriah threw a curveball my way, and thank goodness I always were able to hit a curveball. Good morning to our friends up in the Okanagan area from the Alta Lake camera. He has that pointed out over the ridge. That is beautiful. Just gorgeous. Lower left-hand corner is Pateris. A little bit farther up, you can see Brewster and that big yellow thing, the center of the universe that we like to call the sun. Good work this morning. 5. Wow, it's a special 5 camera bonus edition this morning of our tour around north central Washington and the Wenatchee Valley. In the meantime, here's your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook for next week. This starts next Wednesday, and I'll take you through the middle of the following week. So your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, again, this is for most of next week. As you can see, we have a better than 50-50 chance of having below normal temperatures. Look at the Dakotas in Minnesota. They're going to be really cold. We are going to see cooler than normal temperatures, it looks like, in the 10-day period that begins next Wednesday. It's also going to be Well, let's take a look at precipitation as well. Here's your 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, and again, a better than 50-50 chance of above normal precipitation. So we're not done with winter quite yet. So starting next Wednesday, it's going to be cooler than normal and perhaps a little wetter than normal for the Pacific Northwest. That's from the Climate Prediction Center, the folks who handle the long-term forecast. That's the long-term forecast. Short-term, we're looking good. You want sunshine? You got it. High of 48 today, which is just about normal. Our normal high this time of the year is 48 degrees. Overnight low tonight, again with the clear skies. Overnight low is going to get chilly. Okay, we'll be below freezing, 29 for the overnight low tonight. A little bit cooler, still lots of sunshine on Saturday. We'll do it again on Sunday. We'll do it again on Monday. Well, actually, there's two high pressure ridges. One is just off the Pacific coast, and the other one is up in Alberta. And they're going to be kind of colliding a little bit. So I want to let you folks know in the northern valleys, up in the Okanagan area, maybe Twisp, Winthrop, you could see some winds on this afternoon on Saturday and Sunday. Those pressure gradients are going to tighten up a little bit as this high pressure in Alberta is going to slowly start dropping down into our area, and that's why it's going to be ushering in some slightly cooler temperatures. Monday and Tuesday is a bit of an anomaly, and then you can see a significant cool down below normal temperatures by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. The one thing looks pretty consistent, sunshine, and a lot of it. Maybe a passing raindrop on Tuesday. We shall see. Your past report brought to you by D.A. Davidson, the strength of a trusted partner and personalized solutions to meet your financial needs. Member SIPC. Live shot of Stevens. They do have a traction tire advisory. Let me refresh that. They may have taken that off the board since I fired up my computer. No, it's still there. The roadway is bare and wet, but apparently there's enough compact snow and ice in places that the Washington State Patrol is advising traction tires on Stevens. No problems at all in Blewett. You're up and you're done and you're bare and dry. No advisories, no restrictions there. I-90, same deal. Roadways bare and wet. Little patchy fog you may pop into now and again on Snoqualmie Pass. That's all you're dealing with. No snow today, no snow tonight, no snow. Saturday, Sunday, next chance of measurable snow, and even that's not going to be very much, Monday night and Tuesday. So mountain travel plans of the weekend, you're fine. No problems. 8 minutes after the hour, 1 minute break. Your news on this Friday is on the agenda. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Are you a take-charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
When Mike leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside. But we feel safer inside knowing our home is being monitored by a local company. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere. So when we get home, I know it's safe.
Protect your family and save money with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to Guardian Services from LocalTel. Call Guardian Security from LocalTel now or visit localtel.net to learn more.
34 degrees now in downtown Wenatchee. Will be just about the 50-degree mark. Bountiful sunshine for everybody. Just about normal temperatures, 47, 48, right around there, with a lot of sunshine today and Saturday and Sunday and Monday. Beautiful stretch of weather. We like it. We begin with this story. An East Wenatchee man is jailed following a shooting. This happened Wednesday night on Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee. Police say the suspect, 54-year-old Sidney Robert Van Dyke Jr., fired 2 shots at an acquaintance who may have tried to intervene in a suicide attempt while Van Dyke was sitting in his car in the 1000 block of Valley Mall Parkway. Police were summoned at about 7:45 on Wednesday evening. The 42-year-old victim treated at Central Washington Hospital for a gunshot wound to his chest. Police arrested Van Dyke near Grant Elementary School later Wednesday night. He was booked into the Chelan County Regional Justice Center. Police say they're seeking 2 counts of first-degree assault. A section of Highway 971, that's on the South Lakeshore Road, of course, along Lake Chelan, are going to be closed for an estimated 40 days. That starts Monday. A state contractor is going to work to secure rock slides in that area. The Washington State Department of Transportation project will involve removing rockfall debris adjacent to the roadway. They're also going to be repairing and replacing rock netting and other work. The closure will be between milepost 10 and milepost 11.64 with a local detour in place on April 11th. They're going to do it again on Highway 97A south of Aniat. That project is expected to last 15 working days with closures on weekdays between 8:15 in the morning and 5 o'clock in the evening. There will also be 15-minute openings to let traffic through at the top of every hour. The two-area rock slope scaling work will cost about $2.58 million and will eventually stabilize about 6 slopes. New data from the State Department of Health shows that 54% of Chelan County residents who are eligible for a COVID-19 booster shot have actually gotten a booster shot. About 25,500 people have gotten that supplemental shot since August 13th. About 21,000 still are eligible to get booster shot and haven't done it yet. In Douglas County, the figures are 48.8% boosted, with close to 12,000 people still encouraged to get that booster shot. People 12 and older who received their full round of COVID immunization are due for a booster shot 2 months if you got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, or 5 months after you got the second dose of either the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine. Eastern Washington's reservoirs of water in the form of snow remain below normal for this time of year. The Central Columbia watershed, that includes the Wenatchee Valley, right now is at 91% of its normal snow water equivalent, meaning the amount of potential water that may be created by snowmelt and runoff starting come spring. The Upper Columbia region, that includes the Meadow Valley, they're at 96%. Last year's dry spring and then the record heat obliterated Washington's large snowpack, and that led to a drought declaration that still persists today. The State Department of Ecology says it's monitoring local watersheds closely. Finally, for you residents of Douglas County, you can get a head start on spring cleaning. Yeah, if you got a household hazardous waste hanging around your house, they're going to have a collection event for you Douglas County folks. Also tires too. The Household Hazards Waste Collection will be held at East Wenatchee's City Hall March 26th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's when you can bring your motor oil, your paint, your batteries, your antifreeze, stuff like that. On April 6th, I should say, April 6th, 7th, and 9th, Douglas County will accept up to 10 passenger vehicle tires per household. There's a limit now on the number of tires that Douglas County can collect, so making an appointment in advance is highly encouraged. You can do it by calling 509-886-0899. And don't forget, this is a Douglas County event, so you have to prove that you live in Douglas County. That's the news at 13 minutes after the hour. We'll have one more newscast for you to get your weekend going with Grant and Eric and the crew at 5, 6, and 10 with the preview of the anchor, Grant Olson.
Good morning, Dan. Coming up tonight on the NCW Life Evening News, get ready for beautiful weather today and right through the upcoming weekend. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. And in sports, Eric Granstrom has all the latest high school state basketball scores and a look at this weekend's matchups. That and all the day's news stories coming your way tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on the NCW Life Evening News. We hope to see you then. Dan?
Thank you, Grant. Don't forget, you got a news tip. You want to drop us a note, look at the bottom of your screen. You can do it any number of ways. You can go to our website, our homepage, ncwlife.com. You'll see the Contact Us icon. You can email us directly at the email address that you see on your screen, or you can go to our Facebook page and use the Messenger app. When we come back, a lot of local teams may be taking home some big-time hardware. Basketball is entering its last couple of days of the state tournament. We'll talk about that, plus hockey and more. Sports is 1 minute away. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel. March is a food and wine lover's dream in Chelan. Presented by the Manson Chamber of Commerce, Chelan Cellars, and Sorrento's Restaurante. Taste Chelan celebrates food and wine all March long, created to tickle your taste buds. Experience a food and wine tour happening every Saturday. Button offers all month long. And local wineries select their most tantalizing varietals, paired and curated with food from local restaurants, chefs, and culinary artisans. Taste Chelan will be sure to bring out the foodie in you. Buy tickets now
Find ageless beauty at Chelan Valley Skincare. Cindy offers the most up-to-date treatments for personalized skincare. If sagging skin or acne scars are some skin challenges for you, Chelan Valley Skincare offers non-invasive, non-surgical skincare. With up-to-date technology for shorter treatment plans, you'll benefit from Cindy's expertise to help you accomplish your skincare goals. Please stop by their website for details on all their services. Call Cindy today for your free consultation.
Sports a quarter after the hour. The Cashmere girls are where they are seemingly every year. They've made it to the semifinals of the girls' 1A tournament in Yakima for the 7th time, as a matter of fact. Since 2014, the Bulldogs are in the semis. They beat Zilla last night 50-45. Riley Johnson and Kaylee Borkland each had 15 points to pace the Bulldogs for the victory. So up next, Noosac Valley. It's the semifinals, 9 o'clock tonight. Cashmere's hoping it can do something it didn't do with 4 years and Haley Van Lith, and that's actually win the state championship. At the state 2B tournament in Spokane, Alina Lafferty led 4 players in double figures for Okanagan with 15. The Bulldogs beat Lake Roosevelt 64-49. The Raiders drop back into the consolation bracket this morning at 9. They'll take on LaConner. Okanagan advances to the semifinals against Warden. Afternoon tilt, 3:45 today. Bulldogs trying to win their 3rd state championship since 2012. Quincy, their hope of a state title in the 1A tournament, dashed by Linden Christian in the quarterfinals last night, 67-45. Jackrabbit leading scorer Trayvon Beerlink was held to just 4 points. The Lynx jumped out to a 34-18 halftime lead and never looked back. For the Jackrabbits, they'll take on Freeman in the consolation bracket. That's this morning at 10:30. Brewster is in the 2B semifinals after a thrilling come-from-behind win over Toutle Lake yesterday. The Bears hit a bucket with 5 seconds remaining. They win 67-65. A.J. Woodward led the way with 22 points. Brady Wolf, 19. Brewster takes Kalama tonight at 7:15 in the semifinals at the Spokane Arena. The Bears are looking for their 10th state title, dating back to their first championship back in 75, and their second straight going back to the last state tournament in 2020. Remember, they didn't have a tournament last year. And Liberty Bell outscored Lake Roosevelt 22-8 in the 3rd quarter. They went on to win their quarterfinal state 2B game 69-54. The Raiders were led by the 17 points of Alonzo Adams. Lake Roosevelt takes on Colfax this afternoon at 3:45 in the consolation bracket. To the Les Schwab Women's College Basketball scoreboard. Utah went on a 15-0 run to end the first quarter. Went on to beat Washington State 70-59 at the Pac-12 Women's College Basketball Tournament in beautiful Las Vegas.
And also, can Utah establish their inside game?
And a takeaway. That was Crystal Ledger-Walker. Not afraid to take it and hits it. First points of the game going to the Cougs. Yeah, that's a big missing piece of the puzzle for Washington State.
Great pass.
The inside move, and there's Johnson back-to-back. Out of Surrey, Canada, part of the Canadian under-19 national team. McQueen, great sign for Utah. Yep, and they'll need it. Tedder gets the steal. Cougs will push. Jones gets the 3-ball. That is for certain, and we certainly hope that Ulu Matuga will get healthy and be back. As Mericatete, they put it in.
Great effort by Washington State. Just keep battling.
Down by 24 points at one time, and they never gave up on it.
Washington State head coach Kemi Etheridge said after the game the difference, the first half.
That first half was just, tidal wave on us. They shot the ball so well from 3. They're really hard to guard, and they made us pay for every mistake that we made, and we made enough to get ourselves in a hole. Obviously, giving up 45 points, it's hard to come back from that. I loved our fight in the second half. I thought we got started great, and again, a few mistakes, and then the ball not going in the basket in some of the stuff that we were trying to do, and just 40 minutes of really hard effort and good effort from our team. Just couldn't beat a really good Utah team tonight.
So those are the games that were played, and now the games that are going to be played. Let's take a look at the women's schedule first. Haley Van Lith's 4th-ranked Louisville Cardinals are in the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament. They'll take on Miami today at 3 o'clock. And Eastern women, they play at Portland State tonight at 6. That was the ladies. Now the men's, courtesy of our friends at Les Schwab. Steel Venters, 18 points. Ethan Price, 13. Eastern beats Northern Arizona 69-62. Washington State needed a big second half, but they got it, and they topped Oregon State. Here are your highlights.
He's swarmed by that Cougar defense, and they pry it away from him.
One of the few bad decisions he's made this evening.
Roberts sees one go through after an 0 for 7 start. 5 of 12 from deep so far tonight. Back cut. Denied. Right idea from Jared Lucas, who's been run off the three-point line this evening.
No hesitation, no conscience offensively.
Gay hits the offensive glass. Bamba! How with nasty intentions! Put that one on a poster.
Offensively here with a short bench.
Flowers puts the Cougs back on the high side.
Defense, you'll see them point, communicate.
Lead claimed by Roberts. On one possession, the Cougs take it right back. Rand with a lot of work to do from the floor. Williams fired it off of Beaver. But Karam Sabamba on the move, takes the contact, and converts. T.J. Bamba.
Get a good look.
Lucas rising. Missed the three, got it back. Couldn't relaunch it. Over to Kalu, over two defenders. Silva fighting for the rebound. Muhammad Gay had it poked away. The clock expires and Washington State has swept Oregon State.
Coach Kyle Smith after the game said T.J. Bamba off the bench. He was good.
Really hard-fought win for us. I know that was our 9th game in 20 days, I think. Does that sound right? Or 22 days? I think whatever it is. It's a blur, that day off. But, it was tough in the fact they didn't have Deshaun Davis and Alatish, and explained to our guys that I still think they're similar to what we played the other night, because I know I saw Dexter Akano play in high school a lot, recruited him, and knew he's a pretty good player. And then it just opened up some more room for Rand to play. But I knew their depth would obviously, they only play 6, but credit to them, they played their butt off and played really well, I thought. And we were able to prevail, made some big plays, and with T.J. Bamba really came off the bench and gave us a tremendous game.
Cougars win, so did the Huskies. They upset Oregon last night in Seattle. 25 points apiece from Terrell Brown Jr. and Eddie Matthews. The final, 78-67.
Just not shooting it at the clip that he's accustomed to. Brown trying to play with his food, splashes another jump. Kepnon can't handle it. Bajima comes up with it. And another stop for Washington. Brown up ahead. Roberts, the throw down. Shooting 78% here in this second half. Brown, the crossover. Ghosts him. Fouled. And a chance for 3 for Brown. They have now tripled their win total from last season. They move up to 10-9 in conference play for the Ducks. They'll drop to 18-12, 11-8 in the conference.
Husky coach Mike Hopkins summed up Washington's big victory with just one word.
The word was toughness. And I felt like we were tough tonight. And we know how good they are, always been. We've struggled against them. And I just felt like, sometimes we talked about the UCLA game where they kind of became that offensive line, physical. And I felt like we were a really tough team tonight.
Coming up on Saturday, Oregon continues their tour of the Evergreen State. They'll be in Pullman to take on the Cougs. That's on CBS, by the way. That's cool. Eastern will host Portland State at 2 o'clock, and Washington will host Oregon State at 4:30. The Wenatchee Wild welcome Cranbrook. Couple of games with the Bucks this weekend at the Town Toyota Center. Tomorrow, Pink at the Rink in support of cancer awareness. Don't forget, we'll have that conversation in the back half of this program. Both games, Saturday and Sunday, 6 o'clock, Arch Ecker with the call on 560 KPQ. You can watch it on Hockey TV, or you can go to the game, which is the only way to do it, WenatcheeWildHockey.com. And the Kraken will try to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll be in Washington, D.C. for National Grammar Day. Guess what the obscure holiday is today? Oh, this is not a 5-star show. Yes, it's National Grammar Day. Today, according to the Global Language Monitor, apparently these people know what they're talking about. How many words are there in the English language? Nobody really knows for sure, but these guys have a pretty good idea. 1,025,109 words in the English language. That is impressive. Of course, grammar is the structure of understanding language, so we can understand each other better. The best way to really learn grammar in a real sense is have a conversation with somebody who speaks your language as their second language. You'd be amazed what you learn. One thing I learned, there's a lot, even though there's over 1 million words in the English language, there are words in the English language that simply don't translate to other languages. It just doesn't exist. And there's words in other languages that don't translate to English. So you use proper grammar today. National Grammar Day. Today in history, 1493. We're back. Yeah, Chris Columbus and the crew. Hey, had a great time. Took off, sailed all the way around the world, of course. They didn't fall off the edge of the earth. They didn't sail around the world. Christopher Columbus arrives back in Portugal aboard the Nina from his voyage. He had discovered the Bahamas and the Caribbean and the New World. He didn't know it, of course, at the time. But here he is. He's back. He brought some people with him, some natives. Probably wasn't their good idea. He brought back some gold. He brought back some pearls and some tobacco. Check it out, Queen. Have a smoke on me. Chris Columbus. They got back. Then they hopped on board and went back again. We always do states. Happy birthday, Vermont. Yes, the Green Mountain State joined the Union as the 14th state. It was the first state after the original 13 colonies. State number 14 joined the Union on March 4th, 1791. Vermont, of course, is the largest producer of maple syrup in this country. They crank out about 500,000 gallons a year. And I have nothing on Canada, but Vermont maple syrup is still pretty good. With a population of just 8,074, Montpelier, Vermont is the smallest state capital in the Union. With a population of 44,743, Burlington, Vermont is the smallest city that happens to be the biggest city in any state, if that makes sense to you. According to the most recent Gallup poll, residents of Vermont are the least religious people in the country. Only 22% of the respondents to the Gallup poll of Vermont residents say they actually go to church regularly. Vermont is one of 4 states that you don't see any billboards. Billboards are absolutely banned in Maine, Alaska, Hawaii, and Vermont. Good for Vermont. So you can't read any billboards in Vermont, but you can read a lot of books. Vermont has the highest ratio of libraries per person than any state in the Union. And public libraries in Vermont do not receive state funding. It's up to the individual communities and districts to raise the money themselves, and they do. They have bake sales, and they apply for grants and donations and endowments. So if you're into reading books, you might want to go to Vermont. I like the fact that all the locals chip in and keep their libraries open. That's kind of cool. And Vermont is one of the healthiest states in the Union. The residents of Vermont, 99% of all residents of Vermont have access to health insurance. It's a beautiful state. They exercise a lot. Their obesity rate is almost nothing. They live a long time. They exercise more. Vermont. Happy birthday, Vermont. That's the Vermont state flag. It ain't bad. Kind of cool. Vermont, 231 years ago today. And March 4th, 1849 was a Sunday. Now, before the amendments and the presidents are now sworn in on January 20th, but before 1940, they were sworn in on March 4th. Well, March 4th fell on a Sunday in 1849, and the president-elect, Zachary Taylor, and the vice president-elect, Millard Fillmore, said, we're not taking our oath of office. We won't do it until Monday. They did it on Monday, even though they were officially supposed to start their terms on Sunday, March 4th, which led to the erroneous conclusion that a lot of historians believed at the time that the outgoing president pro tem of the Senate, who was next in line for the presidency, a guy by the name of David Rice Atchison, was actually the president of the United States for one day, from 12 noon on the 4th to 12 noon on the 5th, when Zachary Taylor was sworn in. Most historians think now it probably wasn't really the case. Of course, thanks to the 25th Amendment, that can't happen at all anymore. 29 minutes after the hour. Birthdays. Blanche of Castile. She was the Queen of France by marriage to Louis VIII, officially the Queen Consort. Blanche of Castile. Lost to history. Born in the state in 1188. Henry the Navigator. Not sure what he did for a living. I'll get back to you on that. Henry the Navigator, he's Portuguese. Born in the state in 1394. He's dead. And Jack Sheppard. Here's Jack. He was born in the state in 1702. He only lived at the age of 22. But man, he became a cult hero in England. In 1724, he was arrested 5 times. 4 of those times, he broke out of prison. Pretty cool. Arrested, broke out. Arrested, broke out. Arrested, broke out. Arrested, broke out. He became a cult figure amongst the less fortunate people who lived in London in 1724. The 5th time he got caught, he didn't get out of jail. They hung him. But he was a cult figure for a while there, Jack Shepherd. 30 minutes after the hour, going to take a break. Got an opinion from Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and then Pink at the Rink is back. This is a huge event. Get to the Town Toyota Center tomorrow night. Help out the good folks at Ease. You're going to hear from Jill Larue from Ease and David Rayfield from the Wenatchee Wild. Pink at the Rink is the topic. When we come back, you watch Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Hi, I'm Katie Joslin and I'm a pediatrician at CVCH. We know that as new parents, you have a lot of decisions to make. At CVCH, we have a team of caring pediatricians and family medicine providers who love to take care of newborns. As you're making that decision of where you'd like to go, we hope that you'll consider coming to CVCH, where any of the providers you choose would care for your baby as if it was one of their own.
With all the variety on SureStream TV from LocalTel, there's always something to watch. But what if you hit the couch in the middle of all the shows? That's a perfect time to use the features Catch Up or Restart. Catch up on shows from up to 3 days ago, or restart your show from the beginning. Go to your guide and select the show to restart. Then play, pause, rewind on your schedule. Don't forget, SureStream TV from LocalTel lets you decide when shows begin.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
Are you ready to freshen up your home? Boswell's expansive 2-story showroom is filled with high-quality furniture that's always discounted to give you their best price every day. Boswell's is receiving new furniture deliveries each week, so you'll be sure to find just what you need for your home without the wait. Complimentary design assistance and free local delivery. Superior customer service and the best value for your money. Start at Boswell's on Easy Street. It's closer than you think.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Are you frustrated because you feel like you aren't getting the internet speeds you pay for? One of the most common ways to test your internet connection is called a speed test. These are free and easily located on the internet and can tell you how fast your internet is. However, for certain reasons, these tests may not always be accurate. A speed test shows you how fast a file can be downloaded to the computer you're running the test on. However, there are many things that can affect the speed of that download besides the speed of the internet going into your home. A few of the things that can affect your internet speed are poor Wi-Fi signal, other wireless signals interfering with the wireless signals coming from your router, other devices in your home draining your bandwidth, your computer or phone running apps programs in the background that you aren't aware of, slowing your entire device. Any of these things can slow down your internet. Your internet is like water flowing down a pipe. There's a big pipe bringing internet to your local area, and a smaller pipe coming off of that bringing internet to your home address. Your router is just another pipe that brings the internet inside your house, and every device inside your home is like a pipe connected to the router. Just like with water, if any of those pipes along the way are too small for the amount of internet that needs to flow through for a family, the flow for everything down the line will be much slower. It's a lot like trying to push all the water going into your house through a small straw. Also, again, just like with water, if everyone in your home is using the internet at once, any individual device may not be able to receive the full flow of the internet. It's like your whole family trying to drink out of that small straw all at once. If you're struggling with internet that is slower than expected, make sure that all of the devices that your internet flows through are working correctly, and check all devices in your home for background programs that may be using the internet. If everything still appears to be working correctly, contact us and we'll be able to help.
The Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center brings you Vibrant Motion, a new hour-long exercise program featuring local instructors Connie Townsend and Pat Robbins. Each week, we'll bring you a new episode with aerobics or Tai Chi. We promise you'll get a heart-pumping, low-impact workout regardless of your age. Join us for Vibrant Motion, weekdays on the NCW Life channel. Check your program guide for airtimes.
The Clearwater Saloon and Casino is the perfect place to meet in East Wenatchee. The Old West theme takes you back in time with casino gambling and poker tables. And now you can play the best games on or off the tables. Stop by and check out the new game room. All your favorite games and extended late night hours makes the Clearwater your best bet for a great time. And if time slips away having so much fun, stay the night next door at the Cedars Inn. It's all here nightly at the Clearwater Saloon and Casino in East Wenatchee.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
When Mike leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside. But we feel safer inside knowing our home is being monitored by a local company. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere. So when we get home, I know it's safe.
Protect your family and save money with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to Guardian Services from LocalTel. Call Guardian Security from LocalTel now or visit localtel.net to learn more.
This is Mike Mad Dog McNally, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, when I was a cop in Wenatchee for 20 years, I have to admit, I'm a junkie for TV shows, was then, am now. TV shows and movies. I have seen every episode of Hill Street Blues, every episode of Law & Order, Blue Bloods, and NYPD Blue. Now, I've watched these things so often that my wife thinks I'm demented. And the one thing I've noticed about all these shows, the one common denominator is that it is incredibly easy to handcuff people on TV. I don't care what the bad guy is doing, fighting, running. As soon as they're tackled or thrown to the ground or pushed against a fence, their hands immediately go behind their back. And then the cuffs are applied effortlessly. It's like a miracle. Too bad it wasn't like that in real life. This is Mike Mad Dog Baghdadi, and that's my opinion.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We provide the latest news from around North Central Washington weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock with Grant Olson. If it's happening in your neighborhood, we have you covered with a staff of reporters who are always on call. Grant will also keep you up to date on the latest weather, and Eric Grandstrom covers sports. It's all on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up over here. Lifetime warranty.
Great, I want that one.
I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
GMC Sierra with hands-free driving offers the most advanced and luxurious pickup in its class. Yeah, it rocks.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
When I was about 16, I got in a relationship. He hit me for the first time in front of his daughter. He physically abused me in front of my children. I couldn't do it no more. Sage was there for me when I needed them. I didn't hear a lecture from them. I didn't hear anything, but just acceptance. And that's what I needed at the time. And they help you with everything that you need to move on in life and heal.
March is a food and wine lover's dream in Chelan. Presented by the Manson Chamber of Commerce, Chelan Cellars, and Sorrento's Restaurante. Taste Chelan celebrates food and wine all March long, created to tickle your taste buds. Experience a food and wine tour happening every Saturday. Button offers all month long. And local wineries select their most tantalizing varietals, paired and curated with food from local restaurants, chefs, and culinary artisans. Taste Chelan will be sure to bring out the foodie in you. Buy tickets now.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We're here at the Town Toyota Center on this Friday. Tomorrow night is one of the great traditions that Wenatchee Wild has. They've had Cowbell Night and Guns and Hoses Night. This is the one that to me is the most important of all. You know, having family members succumb to cancer and survive cancer. Pink at the Rink tomorrow night here at the Town Toyota Center. To my far left is David Rayfield, who handles marketing and does it well. Introduce yourself to our television family.
My name is Jill Larue. I'm a board member for the EASE Cancer Foundation.
And EASE is an acronym for?
Exercise and Survivorship Education. And our mission is to provide innovative educational services and enhance cancer services for cancer survivors and their primary care providers, with an emphasis on rural, underserved communities. And that's mainly North Central Washington is the area that we serve.
So you get the big C, you get past the big C, but it still does a number on you, and it's time to, and you're help part of the recovery process of getting back to as normal as you possibly can.
Absolutely. You know, there were 3 million cancer survivors in 1971. And in 2019, there were almost 17 million cancer survivors. And that's partly due to better treatments and more targeted therapies and
earlier diagnosis.
Earlier diagnosis, exactly. And so they estimate, 22 million cancer survivors by 2030. So that number is growing all the time. And who of us has not been touched by that, by a family member, in ourselves? It's huge.
And your organization is going to be the beneficiary of what we hope to be a huge crowd Saturday night for Pink at the Rink. There must be any number of cancer-related nonprofit groups that help out cancer people. How did EASE end up being the beneficiary of Saturday night, David?
Yeah, as you know, Confluence Health is our naming sponsor of that night, and they've worked closely with EASE, and EASE has impressed them in what they do, and they believe that it was a group that needed backing. And of course, here at the Wenatchee Wild, we loved that opportunity, and with the partnership of Confluence Health, we are excited to work with EASE this year, and they've been doing a great job and coming out and doing the interviews and doing the radio, and they're going to be in stuffing pucks and helping us raise funds for them. So that's a huge part, and we're excited to work with them and help our valley.
And that's one of the Wenatchee Wild has hung their hat on this through changes of ownership groups, coaches, front office personnel, even the team itself, you know, in that respect. Always a part of the Wenatchee community from day one. A lot of organizations don't have to do that. You know, it's easier to say no than it is to say yes. Wenatchee Wild's always said yes.
Yeah, that's certainly the truth. And as you said, it's one of our favorite nights to put on, though. Like, we love our Guns and Hoses, our military appreciation night. But as you said, cancer has affected everyone in some way. I think this night ties to the people the most, whether it's their aunt, uncle, cousin, somebody in your life has been affected by it. So it's a great night to come out and honor them and watch some hockey. So.
How did you get involved in EASE? What's your? Do you have a personal stake in the matter? How did you get involved with this organization?
Well, I am a retired family nurse practitioner, and I saw that the services that they were providing in the community were unmatched. I mean, there isn't anyone who provides cancer survivorship services. We have survivorship for people with pulmonary problems. We have rehab programs for people with heart problems, and this is kind of a need. And so I felt like I could maybe be a part of it and help support it.
How do people end up on the EASE radar? Where does the Confluence or any other physician-type organization leave off and you guys pick up? How does that work?
Well, a lot of it is word of mouth for people who have participated in our programs in the past. We have a couple of fundraisers throughout the year, and I think that in the oncology department, some of the providers there send them our direction so that we can find a program that meets their needs. We do several things throughout the year. Right now, we're participating in a winter lecture, virtual lecture series, and on a number of topics that might be of interest to people who are cancer survivors. In a couple of months in April, we're collaborating with the Y, Central Washington University, Confluence Health, and to present a 12-week exercise-based program for cancer survivors. It's a couple of days a week. They meet at the Y, and it includes exercise and aerobics and usually some speakers from different topics that are of interest to cancer survivors: nutrition, sleep, stress, cognitive impairment like chemo brain. And that's a really popular program and changes people's lives. We're having a women's retreat up in the Okanagan in April that is more of a hands-on creative experience with some dance and nutrition and a number of focus topics. And then again, in the fall, we have our workshop up at Sun Mountain Lodge, and that covers a number of topics of interest to cancer survivors.
So
it
we
changes
know
every year.
how you get your clients, your patrons, if you will. How do you get the people who are their experts in their individual fields to put on these seminars, these symposiums, these exercise classes? Where do they come from?
Oh, they come from all over. A number of them come from our local community, oncology nurse practitioners, oncology physicians. Dr. Burnham, who runs the program with the Y, comes from Central Washington University, and he's done research on exercise and cancer survivorship for years and has presented at national and international symposiums. We have people from the East Coast who come out to work with people in a creative dance, a creative writing workshop with a professor at a college in Colorado. We've had people from Seattle, Seattle Cancer Care Alliance.
Yeah, my guess is
over.
it's not that hard to get them to raise their hand and say, we're gonna help you out. We'd be more than happy to give EASE a helping hand.
They love the opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, EASE is an acronym for Exercise and Survivorship Education. Just beating the big C is half of it. Then you got to go back and live your life. And that's what these people do. They're a conduit for that. David, before I forget, we're now into March. Governor Inslee has said no more vax cards. You don't have to do it. Let's talk about some of the restrictions that are no longer applicable for folks to come see the Wild.
We've been waiting to be able to say this, and we are excited to say no vaccination cards required to come to our games. So Pink in the Rink, we're hoping is going to be our first of many big games in March, as people have been itching to get out to our games. It's just, there was that little hiccup there for a while, and we think we're past it, and we're excited to put on some hockey for our community of everyone. So we're real excited for Pink in the Rink this
Pink in the Rink is Saturday. It is tomorrow, and then of course they still have another game against the Bucks on Sunday. But as we mentioned before, 7 of their last 11 games are here at the Town Toyota Center. So if as David mentioned, if you've been itching just to go see some hockey, but you weren't a big fan of the vaccination card, that's gone Johnson, and they get rid of the mask mandates here. And a couple weeks after that, we're getting back to normal, and the Wenatchee Wild are going to be playing some playoff caliber hockey. We hope, David. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope we pack this joint on Saturday night to help you guys out to do the good work that you do.
Thank you.
And I'll give you the last word. How do people get involved with EASE? People say, EASE, I think I can help them out. I think I might be able to be a part of that. What do they do?
They can go to our website, easecancer.org.
Or they can come to our game on Saturday night.
Hey.
You guys will be everywhere, right?
They'll be doing the Chuck a Buck and 50-50, so that'll be a great fundraiser for them. They'll be getting the proceeds from the jersey, the live jersey auctions and the silent jersey auction, so stick around after the game. And then just get your ticket through us. We have a ticket link on our website and our social media where $5 of each ticket's going back to EASE. So come to a hockey game and donate $5. Can't get any easier than that, so easier.
Looking forward to Saturday night.
I appreciate it.
It was nice meeting you. Keep up the good work, all right?
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks
Pink
for
at the
having
Rink,
us. You're
Saturday
welcome.
night right here at the Town Toyota Center. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
The Clearwater Saloon and Casino is the perfect place to meet in East Wenatchee. The Old West theme takes you back in time with casino gambling and poker table. And now you can play the best game on or off the tables. Stop by and check out the new game room. All your favorite games and extended late night hours makes the Clearwater your best bet for a great time. And if time slips away having so much fun, stay the night next door at the Cedars Inn. It's all here nightly at the Clearwater Saloon and Casino in East Wenatchee.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Hi, Justin here, owner of Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Looking for a fun night out? Join us at Club Crow. We have live bands to rock the night away, comedy to make you laugh, and if that's not enough, we have poker every Monday and Wednesday night. Club Crow in Cashmere has it all. Check out our Facebook event page for dates and times. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We provide the latest news from around North Central Washington weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock with Grant Olson. If it's happening in your neighborhood, we have you covered with a staff of reporters who are always on call. Grant will also keep you up to date on the latest weather, and Eric Grandstrom covers sports. It's all on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
Oh, we're closing in on the weekend. In fact, if you stand on your tiptoes, you can see the weekend. We're almost here. 32 degrees, just a few high clouds in downtown Wenatchee. We have a little extra time on this Friday, and a lot of people really like when we take our little tour around north central Washington and the Wenatchee Valley with our PTZ cameras, courtesy of Localtel's Sky-Fi division, and we have a little time, so with that, maybe we do another tour now that the sun is really starting to get the job done. So let's see what we have out there. Same deal. Uriah gets to pick, and I have to figure out what it is that we're looking at, or at least the camera location. And we're beginning with, I don't know. That's what? Well, it's the Cashmere camera, but I guess we're looking at Cashmere monitor, and you can see the river and the valley off into the distance. Camera's moving around a little bit. We didn't mention this really. We're not going to deal with a great deal of wind here in the Wenatchee Valley, but there's two high pressure ridges that are kind of do a little battle. The big one is the one that's going to keep us high and dry, and that's off the Pacific coast. There's another high that's developing in Alberta, and that's going to start sagging to the south a little bit, and that means those pressure gradients are going to tighten to the north of us. So you folks up in the Okanagan-Omak area, you could be dealing with some breezy conditions today. I wanted to let you know about that. What else do you have on the agenda here, Uriah? Ooh, that's the Orondo Rock camera, I believe, pointing up towards Lake Chelan and Orondo. You can see Orondo just a little bit on the far left hand of your screen. Way off in the distance, of course, is the Chelan area. Beautiful view from the Orondo Rock camera. We turn it around and we can see Rocky Reach Dam and a little bit of the Wenatchee Valley. Nice view there. It's one of the lower cameras that we have. That's our go-to camera when it's cloudy and foggy, because normally we can still see something with that. Camera number 3. Number 1 Canyon. Yep, so high above number 1 Canyon, looking back on the west side of Wenatchee proper. You can see a little bit of 5th Street on the left-hand side of your screen, and there's still a few clouds hanging around. They're not supposed to be hanging around. They're supposed to be getting out of here, and they're still scheduled to depart our area before this day is done. And camera number 4. Ooh, gorgeous view. Lake Chelan. That's the Upper Butte. Yep, okay. From the very top of the Chelan Butte, about 4,000 feet above sea level, we're looking up towards the Manson area, Wapato Point. That's gorgeous. That's just, you can see almost all of Manson from that view, and there's still quite a bit of snow, especially on those northern-facing slopes that don't get the direct sunlight. Gorgeous view of Lake Chelan. Of course, they have these big festivals. Oh, and it's a 5th. It's a bonus camera. He did it again. Jump off ridge. Good morning. How are you? Snowmelt continues. All of the East Wenatchee Bench. Badger Mountain, Birch Mountain up in your left-hand corner of your screen. Stunning view from Jump Off Ridge. You can see 2 of the 3 lakes in the 3 Lakes area and the Stemilt Basin. Uriah, well done, my friend. Take the rest of the day off. For the short term, sunny and warm. Long term, maybe not so much. The Climate Prediction Center issued their 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. This is next week, starting next Wednesday. And as you can see by that graphic here in the north central Washington area and the Pacific Northwest, we have a better than 50-50 chance of seeing temperatures cooler than normal. You want warmer than normal, go to South Florida. As far as the precipitation is concerned, precipitation for the 6 to 10 day outlook, again, starting next Wednesday, we have a better than 50-50 chance of more than normal precipitation. So it looks like it's going to be cooler than normal and maybe a little wetter than normal beginning next Wednesday. For the next 7 days, we're looking good. We're going to see some sunshine today from the National Weather Service. High of about 48. That's exactly normal. We were very mild yesterday. We had 55, but our overnight low was 38, so we had a warmer start to the day. Not so much today. Overnight low tonight will be below freezing, again, with no clouds to keep the blanket on the valley. It will get chilly once the sun goes down. We do it again on Saturday. A little bit of light wind, not much really to talk about. Lots of sunshine, high of about 47. Again, up in the Omak, Okanagan area, you could be dealing with some residual winds tomorrow. Not so much down here in the Wenatchee Valley. 28 for the overnight low Saturday night. We do it again on Sunday. Just a couple of degrees below normal. Lots of sunshine. High about 47 or 48. 31 for the overnight low Sunday. Back to work on Monday. Going to bump up quite a bit. High of about 52 with quite a bit of sunshine. And then it looks like that this high dome of this dome of high pressure above Alberta is going to start really seeping down Monday night into Tuesday. We start the cooling down process on Tuesday. Then we'll be below normal. Still sunshine, it looks like. Maybe a stray raindrop on Tuesday. We're not too sure yet. They're kind of hedging their bets at the National Weather Service on that. But they're pretty confident we're going to cool down quite a bit by Wednesday and Thursday of next week with those overnight lows below freezing. That's it for us. We had a good week of broadcasts, and we'll do it again come Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.